Houston, Texas, and Dyken Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Houston Astros. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, and on the hill in this one, Spencer Arrighetti, having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with
the Tigers aim for win number 20, and Spencer Arrighetti looks to have yet another performance that has apparently gotten him to the top of the Cy Young race here early in the season. 5-0. You just saw the ERA sub-2, a whip hardly over 1. And he throws ball 1 to Justin Henry Malloy. Starting to get a little streaky with J-Hen. And weak fly ball. Actually had that fairly well timed up, but shallow center field. 1 away. Not a bad ball to swing at. Not going to be too upset about that early in the game. So now we'll get into Carpenter. DHing today. Riley Green in right. Javier Baez is back in center field. And we, of course, hope that Torque can get back going today. But speaking of getting going, Kerry Carpenter extended his hit streak to double digits last night. And he might have just done it again already. Right field, back there, gone! Home run on the first pitch he saw. Kerry Carpenter hits number 14.
That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
So make it an 11-gamer for who I do believe is still the league's leading home run hitter. Let's go. What a start. Very similar pitch to what Malloy saw, but obviously a big difference in skill between Carpenter and J-Hen. Carpenter can crush that pitch fairly reliably.
Here's Riley Green. 2 for 8 in the series so far.
J-Hen not so much. Well, that is the 7th run on the season allowed by Spencer Arrighetti. Riley Green also has a 10-gamer going on. 2 and 3 hitters have been on one. Unfortunately, the 4-hitter, not so much.
1 down, base is empty.
And that one hit hard in the air to center.
Trammell under it.
No danger there. A deep fly ball from Riley Green. We're hitting the ball fairly well off Arrighetti. At least with the guys that you'd expect us to here in the early going. He's leaving things just almost piped. I mean, a little bit inside because the pitch that Carpenter crushed and then that one that Green hit were actually both cutters, not the fastball. Torkelson second in the American League in strikeouts, not where you want to be. Fastball just kept coming in on me there. 1-1 here on Torque.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly
really the first bad swing of our day.
Hard time catching up.
Oh,
Swing and a miss, and that's strike
jumped
2.
all over that, and it was still so slow. Way out in front, it's 1-2.
The 1-2.
And 2-2.
Upstairs.
78 on the curveball. And he can throw it even slower, so watch out. I'll foul that one away. Saw it again, same speed. Actually a little bit behind that one, but not a very good pitch to hit anyway. Ooh. Good take there on that sweeper.
2 down, base is empty, but 1
So a full count here on Torkelson with 2 away in the first. And a walk. Well, Torque will get on base, extend this inning to Gleyber Torres, who has been swinging a great bat. His 3rd home run of the year in this series.
Here comes Gleyber Torres.
That one's a rocket to left field. Yet another just bullet to left field. off the bat of Gleyber Torres. We're doing that on just such a regular basis. And if only we could get a little bit more air underneath these, really have a third reliable power hitter on this team. Here's Zach McKinstry. Ball one.
That misses off the outside.
Something funny with the strike zone here so far in the inning.
Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Ooh. First time the cutter really got us out in front. It didn't really cut, though. Didn't do much of anything. And McKinstry hits one fairly well to center field. Trammell is there, and that'll end the inning. Kerry Carpenter's solo shot here in the first inning. Makes it 1-0 Tigers before Jackson Jobe throws a pitch, which is great because you just never know what you're going to get out of Jobe.
Back here in Houston, and today's starting pitcher.
It's certainly not bad numbers. The ERA feels way worse than what it needs to be, especially with that whip. I mean, a whip that just rivals Arrigetti's over on the Houston side. But the strikeout rate, nowhere near as good. Well, Jeremy Pena has been a problem this series. A couple of infield hits yesterday. Cutter, late swing there. Just tremendous speed for Pena. And shallow right. Green with a late jump, but he will get there. And a harmless first appearance of the day for Pena.
Now check out the Astros lineup.
Ooh, what the? What is this team we're facing? No Altuve, no Alvarez.
Just telling you, he's taking his walks, he's
getting
his knocks, he's finding
Christian Walker moves up into the 3 spot, Paredes in the 4, and they can still do damage, but
consistently good at bats.
certainly not like some of those other guys.
In the box now, no balls and a strike.
So now in comes Dubon,
Down the middle
and
for a
he
strike.
doesn't like a single thing that he's seen. Well, the 0-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to
Feels
hit.
like we could blow a fastball by him. Maybe.
Against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch
Nope.
was.
And a foul ball, he stays
He's
alive.
late on
You
the
could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch,
whatever
but
we
just
threw. A
little
sweeper
tiny
there.
fastball.
And then also late on the fastball. But good job to catch up to it.
Fights that one
Early
away.
on the cutter now.
Remains 0-2.
Nope.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, Dubon finally takes ball 1.
Just
Ooh.
misses with that one.
Really good take, especially
Really good
2
pitch there.
strikes.
Cutter, he fouls
Fights it
that off
You'll see
too.
another.
This Astros team's have been a bit of a pain in my ass. We gotta say. I mean, this is pitch number 9, and it's the second hitter of the game. Back up the middle. Slow roller. Sweeney with a bad jump on it, and it's going to cost us a base runner.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box.
Oh, the Astros have done this to me all series.
Great contact, but the effort was there.
We do not have a very good defensive middle infield. We just don't. Sweeney is just not very good in this game for whatever reason. And, I mean, just a slow roller.
He's got 4 hits in the
I feel like
series
a
on
good
9
chunk of the
at-bats.
Astros hits in this series have been on balls out of the zone.
And that one is in for a strike.
And that was, again, another one. That changeup missed away.
And that's too high.
Now, long battle there. And it winds up. I mean, 13 pitches. We still only have 1 out here.
Runner on the go.
Runner on the move. Throw down from Nito.
Throw to second.
Not in time. Close play.
Answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive.
Ah!
I like that, especially early in
This
ball
team is
game.
infuriating.
Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
Ground ball, base hit, right field. Green's throw will keep the runner at third. But we all know what's going to happen here.
With 1 out.
No, that was one of those
We all know.
advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher.
Now, granted, we do have
Smash out
Paredes
the infield for the
up
knock,
next,
but
who hasn't been a huge
it makes
factor.
it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runners at the corners here. One away.
He took a sweeper the other way. Inside, by the way. No, not again. It's okay, I guess. We'll get that call in the 9th, but Houston's going to get it every single chance up until that point. And it's 2-0. What, 2-0? What? They sent the runner home.
That's really frustrating right there. Should have had plenty
what
of time
the fuck?
to move up safely with the ball getting away, but they still threw out the runner.
That didn't bounce, but maybe not even 5 feet away from Tomas Nido.
Walker stands at second with 2 gone.
And the play to Job there was just almost out of panic. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck do I do? 2-0 here to Paredes.
And there's a strike.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective.
2-1. Yeah. I got really scared, man. This team is going to get everything to drop wherever they need to, apparently.
Good job to fight that one off.
How this turned into a 20-pitch inning, I don't think I'll ever know.
Outside
It's
low,
3
and
hits.
that's ball 3. In the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Unfucking believable.
Deep left field, and forget it.
And it's still not over. 2-1 Houston. Isaac Paredes takes this deep, and I will be so glad to get out of Houston. This series has been stupid.
And still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo.
We really should only have 1 out in this inning.
He's so good at
On 20-some pitches, we should only have 1 out. The Astros ran themselves into a stupid one. And Paredes, just with that short fucking Crawford box's porch out there in left, is able to take a fastball away, fairly well located, and drive it out of here. Job was pitching with confidence that whole time.
First inning going a bit long, 23 pitches to this point.
0-2 to Victor Caratini. 7 balls thrown.
That one misses, and that's ball 1.
Not really sure what Job has to get a left-hander out. Stop it, dude! How do they continue to do this? They're going to second. The throw from Malloy is bad, and it is a double for Caratini.
It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat.
It's a fastball inside. He just fights it off. Malloy is so far off the line, and I don't understand how this team does it to us. Time and time again.
Well, with this many pitches thrown,
27 pitches.
Really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss.
What do you do? How do you get this team out?
Just missed.
I'm about to lose my goddamn shit.
And there's a strike.
A 30-pitch first inning. We got the first out on 2 pitches.
Man at second. Fouls one away.
Oh, 30's not enough. Let's throw more.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Oh, the amount of middle fingers the Astros have gotten this series have been absurd.
Left-hand hitter waits. And ball
Unbelievable he took that. It gets worse.
He had to lay off some really close pitches.
33 pitches in.
Found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Into center.
lifted in the air.
Baez is there. And through all of that, the Astros do only score 2 runs, but they've done the same thing that they have done to us all series long. That take that they just had, that's been the series. 2 out hitting. This team, I don't get this team. I don't know how we won the first 2 games.
Tomas Nido with the plate.
Sitting there feeling good. after a home run in the first inning, well, you can't feel good here in Houston.
Arrighetti back to work.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Frustration. We jumped all over that. Now we just have to try and settle back in, because this is going to be one of those games yet again here in Houston.
And that one fouled off.
It's behind the fastball.
Next offering misses down and away.
Arrighetti has not been pitching very good, to say the least. I mean, two of the balls we, hit into outs in the first were hit pretty hard. Ground ball. Nito is not quick, so this is an out.
To first, gets the catcher by the step.
Really, really? We gotta. That was an emphatic call.
Trey Sweeney.
Can you tell I've been through it with these umps this series?
Foul ball there.
Even for Trey Sweeney, that could have been a home run pitch.
In his last game. 1 out, bases empty. Fastball for a strike.
Not with Trey. Not that one.
Yeah, pitchers
0-2.
Side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes.
Disgusting.
If you can command your step on the
2 fastballs, Cutter.
zone,
Great.
we'll
Pitcher's umpire, by the way. Pitcher's umpire. Oh, yeah.
Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how
we really saw that by all the pitches that just missed.
Clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Well, 2 away for Baez. Jackson Jobe might go 2 innings, if that.
Series, and he's knocked in 3 runs as well.
And
it's fouled away.
I felt like I tried to pull the trigger on that so much sooner. That was weird.
Pitch misses outside, and a count even 1-1.
Baez back in center field here today for the finale. And Javi! Deep to left field. We're tied again. Oh my goodness, what is that? His second of the year? Yes, it is. And I mean, this is how this series has been. We're going to see Houston in the postseason, aren't we? It's just a matter of time. I know it's a little bit too early to start planning on that, but this kind of feels like that's going to be the matchup. Like, at some point, I don't think the last time we're going to see the Astros this year is when they come to Comerica Park.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing.
Kind of the same thing with Baltimore.
Justin Henry Malloy.
They were just a pain in the ass.
With a fly out to center.
Just so happens that it's back-to-back series all this has happened. Malloy, ground ball. Oh, my God. Hey, Houston, what's it like to have a defense? I certainly don't. We had a defense. That first inning doesn't happen.
And we're back. And now the right fielder.
Instead, I got to watch Trey Sweeney fucking loaf to a ball. 34-pitch first inning for Jackson Jobe. They drop down a bunt, and it's perfect. How much more annoying can this team get?
Now the left fielder, Pedro Leon.
If we weren't going to be in a fight for our lives here in this game, I'd plunk Pedro here.
Absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And a first pitch fastball.
Speed for Pedro Leon, too, so that's the last guy we want to put on base. Runner on the move. He threw a sweeper. Whoa! I think we got him. Yes, we did! Nito throws him out on an 82-mile-an-hour sweeper.
It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great
I don't know if his jump wasn't that bad. That is a big-time surprise from Tomas Nito. Both of his throws down to second base in this game have been good. Just first one didn't go all that well. That was a cold strike. Wow. Crazy. Oh, great pitch. I can't wait for the sweeper to miss inside. Chopper to McKinstry. More good speed, but 2 away.
And he's out.
Wow. Man, oh man. This is a big out to get here with Jeremy Pena. We're facing 3 guys with speed here in this inning. A quick inning for Job would be huge.
And that one is inside ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit.
Now 2-0.
The shortstop takes the
I kind of wish Jackson Job would focus a little bit more on trying to dot a Nat's ass. Oh, yeah, great pitch.
And that's ball 3.
I could throw this right down the middle, almost intentionally. It'd still be a ball, wouldn't it?
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1.
3-1. Way late. Well, time to try and fucking locate something. We did it. Oh, why wouldn't he be on it? As good as it's going to get. Well,
here's a high fly.
Hard hit to center. It's yet again not a short at bat for Job.
Makes the catch.
Oh, we're just through 2 innings with about 50 pitches thrown.
And it's 2-2.
Oh, man. Hopefully we can settle into a bit of normalcy here instead of just fucking rage at the Houston Astros for the 3rd consecutive day, by the way.
Kerry Carpenter.
And this is surprising because really there hasn't been a series that you would say is just frustrating all year until this one.
Right through there for a strike.
Like Baltimore was there, but we just got our asses handed to us for the first 2 games and almost the 3rd. This series, we've been winning games, but it is a long, painful road to get there.
That one off the mark, and that is ball 1.
Well, I think we may have already scored the most runs that anybody has scored off Arrighetti. Ah.
And that is out of play.
I don't know why. I can't really time up his fastball that well. 2 strikes.
In the air,
high in the air to left.
Leon.
A lot of fly balls by this Tigers team, but Pedro Leon there.
Number 31, Riley.
And next up for the Tigers,
Riley Green up next, trying to extend his hit streak as Carpenter did back in the 1st.
Swing and a miss.
That ain't the way to do it.
0-1.
Thrown that sweeper so few times, I keep forgetting he has it.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Only a matter of time until he throws something up. In the air, and Riley Green is going to drive one out of here. Oh, my goodness. Off the light pole in left. Riley Green goes the other way, if you can tell.
So locked in right now, Boo.
And Riley Green, over the last 2 series, has hit 3 home runs when he only had the 1 entering that Baltimore series. Tigers take the lead again.
Driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
That's a good swing there from Riley, just a little bit behind the ball. Drives it with power the other way, which is something we haven't really seen Green do a ton.
And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Walked his first time.
Well, you better continue to score runs, because Torkelson, way foul. He's straightening out on that fastball. He's not locating much of anything very well.
Next offering is in for a
I stand corrected. He came right back in the same spot. Big surprise.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Well, Torkelson drew a walk back in the 1st. Gleyber Torres with a single to follow, and McKinstry flew out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Yeah. That's honestly one of the best.
But that time,
One of the best pitch location, sequences that Arrighetti has had in this game. Here's Glaber. And Glaber is going to go deep. Home run derby today in Houston. Third home run for Detroit.
And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-2.
Torres, Green, and Carpenter have gone deep. And you gotta wonder how much longer the Astros are going to let this go on. I mean, is Spencer Arrighetti's day nearly done? For a guy that came in leading the Cy Young race.
You have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing.
Like, I get it's late April, last day of April, actually.
All over again.
But my goodness.
And up next for Detroit,
had allowed 6 runs in 5 starts. He's allowed 4 in 2 2/3. I mean, hell, just swing away. See if McKinstry can jump on the Magic.
Foul ball.
Stayed back on that thing, but it broke so low. Bailed him out here. Should be 2-0.
The 0-2.
Up high.
1 and 2.
There we go. It's a good take. I mean, Arrighetti's pitch count ain't great either. McKinstry trying to make it worse. Actually got out in front on that fastball up and in. Surprised he didn't do something with it.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Kind of confused me a couple different times today.
2 round trippers in this.
Tigers hit 2 home runs, 3 on the day.
It's now 4-2.
4 runs on 5 hits for Detroit, 2 on 5 for Houston. And Jackson Jobe will go back to work.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
This Astros team is really perplexing. Like, their record isn't terrible, but look at their record the last 10. 2 wins against the Royals, 1 against the Blue Jays. Other than that, been real bad. Well, it has taken Jackson Jobe 46 pitches to get through 2 innings.
For a strike.
Well, these Astros doing a great job.
2, 3, 4 here for the Astros.
And I'm seeing very patient at bats out of them. They're doing a good job.
I'm not certain I've gotten an Astro to chase through these 48 pitches. Shallow center. Baez moves in. He'll make the play.
He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
Those can be pretty fun as an outfield.
If anything, I feel like I can appreciate Javier Baez's reaction out there for our center fielder. I mean, it works. Hasn't been anything really that sticks out as to why we shouldn't keep putting Javi in center until the return of Parker Meadows.
Right side, that'll find the stands.
Here we go. Oh my goodness, he chased.
Swing and a miss.
Nito's throwdown is in time. There's 2 away. And not only does Jobe finally earn a strikeout,
getting ready to hit.
He also gets a swing and a miss and dispatches of Christian Walker, who's been a pain in our ass. Isaac Paredes a little bit out in front on that. Otherwise, he's got his 2nd home run in as many at bats.
Efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick.
Should have had that one too.
He's going to get deeper into this game.
I feel like best case scenario we go 5. But that ain't gonna happen. Not against this Houston team.
It is interesting.
Realistically, it's probably 4.
The way the game is run now doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2 outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Have I said that I hate this team? Oh, come on!
Ball lifted in the air.
Ball down and in.
He's there. He's got it.
Barrels it up, but it will end the inning. The quickest inning of the day for Jackson Jobe as the Tigers lead 4-2 through 3. I'm not so certain Mudcats is on the docket tonight. That means I would have to face the Astros again. Come back to Mudcats, I think, in a day or two. Now the series is gone. A close one last night. 7-8-9 for Detroit. Tomas Nido to lead off.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Arrighetti is back out here. I'm not seeing any action up in the Houston pen.
Be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well.
Bit of a surprise. 3 home runs in 3 innings. Not good. Yeah, good pitch. Good pitch to get in the zone.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Ramped it up a little bit on that fastball. For a guy that can throw 96, I'm not certain we've seen it. Whoa.
That one missed.
Well, he hasn't quite
Well, I
settled in.
don't have a clue as to what the plan was there.
He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Cutter slowed us down. 88. He will throw it slower. It's actually been on the higher end when it comes to the cutter. And that's a walk.
So a leadoff.
Tomas Nido battles a little bit. Arrighetti with a leadoff walk, the second allowed on his day. And now Trey Sweeney struck out on a rough cutter first time up. And he's going to ground in. Whoa, not into a double play. Everybody's going to be safe. Dubon at second base could not handle it. I do believe that did get ruled a base hit. Yeah. Laid out for it there. Just off the glove, and Sweeney, not exactly quick, but whoa!
And it looks like we'll see a change.
Well, I don't know who the hell's coming into this game or if they're even close to ready, but
he'd like to forget.
Wow.
Back with a new arm after this.
So those 2 runners on base will be charged to Arrighetti if we can drive them home, which would indeed tie his previous runs allowed total.
Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get.
So here's Javi Baez. Had a good series. 1 for 1 already today.
And now it's Baez.
And high fly ball to left. It will go foul.
And a foul ball.
Didn't have home run distance anyway. Luis Garcia's ERA, quite ugly. And good block. And I mean, we're facing the Astros B team essentially here today. Like I said, no Altuve, no Alvarez, no Yanner Diaz behind home plate. And 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the
Garcia actually had a fairly decent outing against us in this series. And Baez fouled away again. Couple of cutters Javi's gotten out in front on. And a sinker hit hard. It will be caught. Can't blame Javi there. He hit it hard. 1 away in the inning, and now it'll be Jahan. As long as a disaster doesn't occur, Carpenter will bat this inning. Not great that we have our slowest base runner on the team, though, as our lead runner.
Malloy
down low
up
again.
for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
And 333 with runners in scoring position. Didn't realize that. Oh. Thought I could get out in front on it, and I mean, we kind of did, but just chopped it. 1-1. It's a good curveball from Garcia.
2 on, 1 out.
Hit decently well to right, tracking back, and I mean, Nito's slow ass, no chance in hell. Couple steps off the third base bag, but. So Carpenter will bat here against Garcia.
Kerry Carpenter.
Get a hold of one to really break this thing open.
Nope. Just missed.
Good take there. Oh,
top half of inning number 4.
Leading the American League in OPS, home runs, maybe batting average. And 2-0, another good block.
Squirts away a little bit.
Caratini's done a good job so far this inning. There have been a couple pitches that he's had to work on. The 2-0.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike.
A little bit too far inside for my liking.
To an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat and drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of the
Went lower. Thought maybe we could get to it. Seeing it 2 straight times. He must have slowed that thing down a lot. Way out in front. In the dirt.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, I mean, you got Riley Green due up next, who's already homered as well in this one. And Carpenter, right center field. It sounded beautiful, and it's out of here. Second home run of the game and 15 on the season.
7-2. That's their 5th home run.
Blown open indeed.
It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
How are they going to throw it back? Stupid ass fans. Landed in the bullpen. I guess the bullpen pitchers could throw it back if they really wanted to. Seen a lot of that Red Wings helmet tonight.
You feel like everything goes slow motion when a breaking ball like that leaves the hand right down the middle of the plate, and it's like the pitcher's screaming.
So make that 4 home runs for Detroit now. Got out of here in a hurry. Nearly hit one of the pitchers warming up in the pen.
So 2 down. Riley Green will hit next.
2 away in the inning. Fouled away. Good sinker there by Garcia. Right around the knees. Just low. And O'Reilly. Caught by Dubon. Ball didn't really do much off the bat there. Felt like it just died.
It's 7-2.
Kerry Bonds goes deep for the second time in the not in the inning, in the game. The Tigers lead by 5 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. And Jackson Jobe is somehow in line for a win.
Victor Caratini.
News and notes from around Major League Baseball. 5, 6, 7 here for the Astros.
Ball 1 there.
Pitcher's umpire.
Spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem
to be fair, we didn't really deserve it, but
there on the mound as he tries to get a better
and that one's trouble.
Could be extra bases.
Down the line and left. Not great speed. Throw by Malloy is not in time, even though it was at least accurate.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job.
So Caratini with a double. And the Tigers are in a bit of a rough spot here today. Both Maeda and Herter pitched yesterday. Now, Brant Herter, I would say, could certainly go here today.
Now it's going to be John Singleton.
And that's fouled away by Singleton. I mean, Jobe's lack of command and the Astros just swinging at everything inside the box. It's a recipe for disaster.
Off out of play, back to our left.
That, and I mean, being able to make contact on everything in the zone. As Safford mentioned, nasty sweeper down and in. It doesn't get much better than that. And John Singleton just spoils it. On the ground. Torque gonna have to flip to Jobe here. Runner up to third.
1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, center fielder.
But they were after, surely. Here's Taylor Trammell. Whoa!
Swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, you can tell he hasn't played this series. He doesn't know what the Astros' game plan is. And into center. We're going to see that arm for Javier Baez.
He makes the grab. Runner tags for home.
Throw on the way. It's an accurate throw. I will give Javi that. But it is 7-3 on the sacrifice fly.
And that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Well, base is clear now. Jake Myers.
Digs in now.
And first
there we go.
For a strike.
See, how hard was that? Nah.
That's in the dirt.
Oh, Jesus. Backhanded by McKinstry. Not a great pitch. Good throw across the diamond. We'll end the inning. The Astros get a run back. Could be a kind of situation that we had in that finale against Baltimore, where this team is probably just going to claw back the whole rest of the way. I would imagine Luis Garcia does not come back out.
Back in the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
Really tough to put the 2 losses in this game, or in this series, and the score line in this game on the offense. Astros pitching has not been very good, as Luis Garcia is back out here.
Back to work.
And late on that slurve.
Well, these Tigers
we haven't seen very often.
Producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far.
And Torque pops it up.
Out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Just kind of been the way it's going for Torkelson lately.
Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
When he hits the ball well, it's usually right at somebody, and when he doesn't hit it well, he's striking out or doing something like that. Gleyber Torres, another one, kind of right in step with Riley Green on the power numbers increasing here as of late.
And a strike to Gleyber.
I will say, as much as I have bitched about the umpires, I mean all series, but today, they're fairly even. And Gleyber down the left field line. That is a fair ball, but unfortunately, a single. I mean, it's been way more even than what it has been the previous 2 days.
Zach McKinstry, the next to hit.
Gleyber Torres is 3 for 3 now. 2 singles and the home run.
That one's in there.
That's Zach's pitch. 1-1 to McKinstry, whose average has been climbing as of late. Ooh.
Big swing and a miss.
Out in front on that, surely, but not by much. Might throw that pitch a 3rd straight time. Nope.
Outside low. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Fishing for a corner and missed. Garcia's replacement already getting warm in the pen. Not sure who it is. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Feel like even if he gets McKinstry here, there might be a change. And ground ball, it's through. He will not get McKinstry.
They get it in quickly. So first and second.
And I mean now, you might bring in a left-hander here for Nito. No, they're gonna see how it goes with Garcia. Oh my goodness. That's a good strike. Really not thinking curveball. He hasn't done that so far through his 26 pitches. Ooh, flinch at it.
2
curveballs of varying effectiveness. Out of gas, too, is Garcia.
Just
2-1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen,
hell, that first curveball in the zone might have been an accident.
So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Ooh. Wow, that's one hell of a pitch for being out of gas, and he doesn't get it. Pitcher's umpire.
Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1.
2 on, 1 out. A little out front there as he swings.
I felt like I had to have a go. Gonna be the last swings I would anticipate that we're gonna be able to get here against Garcia.
Got him looking for the K.
You know, I'll give it to him. I don't know if that's gonna bail him out and allow him to finish this inning for the moment.
Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope
Sweeney is 1 for 2.
It's
actually been fairly hot as of late.
Sweeney.
Ooh, check swing, 1-0. He's ready for that sinker down in the zone. Didn't hit its spot. 2-0.
Get the call. And now 2-0.
I wonder if the Astros have said just, Luis Garcia, it's your inning. And Sweeney up the middle, a dive, no play. Trey Sweeney has gotten on base twice off balls off of Mauricio Dubon. And so another RBI chance in this series for Baez. And Luis Garcia is still here. And he hit it right to Dubon. Oh, a chance at redemption for Mauricio Dubon. Bases were loaded, and that really blows.
3 hits in the inning, but nothing to show for
Damn
it
it
on the scoreboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Tigers 7 and the Astros 3.
Ah!
Back here in Houston, digging in. It's the
We want more. There is no amount of runs that is going to be too much. We may have to warm up Maeda, even just to eat an inning. It's Pedro Leon.
And that one a little
I don't know how you
below the
take that.
knees, and that's ball 1. There's the swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Chopper
Bounce
foul.
to third, and that's foul.
Got him out in front on the cutter. Ooh.
And foul.
And out in front on the sweeper. That was certainly not Job's best.
Swings through it for the
Neither
catch.
was that, but
Catch up to
Pedro
the
Leon
leader.
isn't exactly the Astros'
Compete,
best.
and I know he's frustrated.
Jackson
He's
Job
doing
picks up
anything
strikeout
with
number
that.
2.
So well, but you
As here's
have to
Pena.
respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard
Right to
catch up to.
Torkelson. First pitch, a bobble.
And
It'll
they
tag
got it.
first base,
This
2
play
away.
made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up.
Man, oh man. If we could get through 5
Mauricio Dubon.
somehow with Job here, oh my lord.
That one finds the zone.
And
And
46 pitches through 2
2 down,
innings.
nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Right through there for a strike.
I mean, he's pumping in strikes. They're not good strikes, but it's worked. Ah, a
Left
bullet.
side,
Foul.
we'll see another.
0-2.
Hit on the
Ground
to
ball.
short.
A dive from Sweeney. He got it. Oh, what a play. Trey Sweeney.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts.
Whoa.
Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play.
This
and
team
finish
does
the
have defense.
Welcome back as we take a look at how
Oh, my
today's
goodness.
pitchers have fared so far.
Yeah. I don't think we want to take a look at how the starters have fared, but Spencer Arrietty's Cy Young campaign will take a hit here today. What? Oh my God. Luis Garcia is still out here. And up the middle from Malloy, there's a base hit to start the inning.
And the leadoff man.
At what point did they take him out? Gotta be right now. Has to be right now.
Get the ball by the pitcher. There's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So up next,
you're gonna leave a dead tired pitcher, nothing left to give.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing.
Up against Kerry Carpenter, who has 2 home runs in the game.
Going for number 3.
What on earth? I mean, I know both bullpens are taxed from this series, but my lord. Ripped foul.
Wrapped foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the
batting average, home runs, OPS, everything.
All around the league.
In the American League, led by Carpenter. Went to the cutter. That's a good pitch. I mean, for being out of gas, those are 2 really good pitches and a good sequence. Nearly got hit. Whoa.
1-2 to count.
Well, here we go. See what we see. In the air to center. Carpenter vying for his 3rd of the game, and he has it. I think this is Corp's 3rd 3-homer game this year. 16 on the season.
Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him.
Oh my God.
Seeing the ball well in this one.
I do still remember every time we have, you know, one of these games here with Carpenter, that comment that we got a year ago, it's just like, yeah, you're fucking leading the league in home runs with Kerry Carpenter. Easy ass difficulty bullshit.
Right now, a 3-homer game, man, it's so
well,
special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of
we're
fun
doing it
watching
again.
pull it off as well.
It's also not an easy difficulty. We've established that. That is what it took to get Luis Garcia out of this game.
We'll be back in a minute with a new arm.
Stupidest decision to let him face Carpenter. I do not understand that. If they bring in a lefty here, I swear they do. Bennett Sousa. That should have happened already.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
Good God. Well, here's Riley. This is still a 7-3 game if they make that move a batter earlier.
And first offering is fouled off.
6-run Tiger lead. Nobody out here, top 6.
Fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. And the lefty with the 0-1. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Probably going to have to be Brant Herter
a pair of runs across
the rest of the way.
The top half of the 6th.
Not the rest of the way. I don't think he's going to be able to go 4 innings, but if he's able to get us 2, then we're in good shape.
That misses the zone.
And this is also a game where you could say that we could consider using Keter Montero, but I don't know when Hinch is going to start him again, so we kind of can't. Late on that one. Full really count here on Green.
He goes off the off speed.
3 straight sliders. Howard in the fastball behind it.
Payoff pitch.
And a weak ground ball to short for Jeremy Pena.
Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
The ump was, you know why yesterday was so bad? It was ump number 40.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the
He's
Tigers.
arguably worse than Woody Keller. I never remember his name, but he's arguably worse. He's just been number 40 for years.
And a foul ball.
Hard hit, but foul by Torque.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. This one in the air right field.
Did it again. It got more air underneath it.
Myers hauls it in.
Torkelson's got a couple of pop-ups today.
2 outs, base is empty.
Well, here's Glaber.
3 for 3, 2 singles.
3 for 3 day. And Glaber, right center field, hit pretty well. That one is going to get down, and that is a double. Now, it's not exactly likely, but that does leave Torres a triple shy of the cycle here today.
And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Huh.
Zach McKinstry now at the plate, 1 for 3.
There's McKinstry. And he got plunked.
Boom, that wasn't even close. You know, sometimes the guy will barely.
I think we might plunk the leadoff hitter.
Right there,
that felt, even though it's a slider, it just feels deliberate. Ground ball from Nito. There. Oh. Thought about second. I thought they were going to go to second. We were going to get out of that situation with no outs. No.
You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Why did you just do a circle around me just to go back to your food?
Back here in Houston, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth.
Weird cat.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th, Christian
well, we have
Walker.
2 righties and a switch hitter. Oh my God! I really have to put Kenta in.
Kenta Maeda into the game.
Well,
We'll put Brandt in the right spot.
Some hits together in order to get to him.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Kenta struggled yesterday. Maeda and Herter allowed the Astros to come back in yesterday's game.
The swing, and that is strike 1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to
Might
get
do it again here today.
Swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even
Maeda's just locating well.
Make that guy on the
However, he was doing that. He was doing that yesterday. That one located that way. Just right when you think you have the confidence with Maeda, he'll just miss something badly. Into center for Javier Baez. Not the greatest day at the plate for Javi, despite the home run, but played a very good center field for us here today. Isaac Paredes, former Tiger, with a home run back in the 1st.
Right through there for a strike.
And of course, it was right after I said, oh, he hasn't been a threat in the series. Probably. And he should have had another home run in the last at-bat and probably should have hit another one just then.
0-2 now.
The 0-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
This slider is just terrible. The 0-2. Yeah. Well, Paredes has finally done it. His second home run of the game makes it 9-4.
He circles the bases. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they cut into the deficit.
Player on each team with multi-homer games here. Paredes for the Astros. Carpenter with 3 for us.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that
that's one player that, you know, given the Tigers' situation right now at third base and, you know, the success that Paredes has had, that's a regrettable move. Ever letting him go anywhere. Same deal as Eugenio Suarez. Caratini 2 for 2.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Oddly took that. I'm not really sure why. We're just trying to get an inning here, to be honest, out of Maeda.
He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fouled off.
Fouled away. Gonna be tough to do. And especially against lefties, Maeda just doesn't have great strikeout stuff.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Especially against an Astros team that doesn't chase pitches. They just don't. That's a rocket. It will stay in the ballpark as Kenta's getting hit around hard here. It hops over the head of Baez. Malloy's throw in will hold it to a double for Caratini. Bring up John Singleton. Let me Brennan Hannafy up. And I'm going to sit down Herter for the moment and warm up Sean Gunther. I don't know how much Maeda has left here, but we certainly don't want to let it get into yesterday's territory.
Fouled off to the right.
Kenta's serving up meatballs. 0-2 is just not a problem. Got him looking? No, swinging strike there on Singleton.
And next to hit for Houston.
Oh, big second out. Here's Trammell. Ground ball. Torres fields.
Torres over to first. That ends the inning.
First chance for Gleyber Torres here today.
Hi, what do you want?
On the solo homer. It's opened up now. 9-4. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back.
Taylor Scott will enter.
Taylor Scott
against Trey Sweeney. Infield singles for Trey Sweeney.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is.
And that one's going to get through. A real single this time for Trey. Give him a sinker right down the pipe. Another leadoff hitter is on for Detroit. And now here's Baez. 1 for 3. The home run, but tough luck since.
Fought off foul.
And I mean, it's tough to be mad with what Javi's done at the plate here today. Got into one for his second home run of the year, and then a couple of hard hit outs. Ooh.
Next offering is fouled back.
I thought that was the pitch we were on. Kind of was. Well, 0-2 on Baez. Good protection. Wasn't thinking heater. Pitching us a little backwards here. All strikes, though. We probably should have gotten a hit off of each and every one of these pitches.
That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I believe we saw Taylor Scott maybe yesterday, maybe in game 1. The series is broken my brain. Ooh, Flynn shot it. And then that slider bit. 2-2.
First with no outs here.
Whoa!
And now it's 3-2.
Not only did that pitch fool me by being in the zone, it fooled the umpire. Hit the zone entirely. Pitcher's umpire, by the way.
Got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire.
And yeah, there it is.
This was his time.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance.
Wow.
Works the walk.
That one hurts right there.
Maybe some good karma finally coming our way. As here's Jahan.
Set up to be something big for this offense.
Malloy, the next to hit, takes outside.
I feel like there has to be a lefty up for Carpenter, although I think I might see one in the pen. At least a pitcher. Out away by Malloy, 1-1.
First and second here, no outs.
This game is not going to set any land speed records. Tell you that.
Fly ball
Malloy,
right.
odd fly ball to right.
Hauls it in for the out.
I think he could have bunted it farther.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Kerry Carpenter.
Well, Kerry Carpenter with a chance at history. 3-homer game already.
Gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to
chance
see
for 4. And again, he's already done this twice this year.
Get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Could be his final opportunity of the game. Probably won't be. Ground ball. Oh, he's not. He is not. No! It is into left field. Throw to third, not in time. That'll be an error. So no home run, but the 10th Tigers run of the game is home.
Just can't let it compound
On an error at first base. Threw it just clear over Pena's head. Oh my.
One away, runners at first and third.
I thought Carpenter had made his way up to second base there. Apparently not. Now there's Green. Ball one.
Inside, and it's 1-0.
I'd say it makes a ton of sense to not really give Green much to hit here. Face the struggling Torkelson. That wasn't much to hit. Thought we could get to it, not the case. Just slow. Could be a splitter in that same spot. Or inside. I thought he was going to go to the same spot. Maybe that was the intent. 1-2 on Riley.
Fastball is outside.
Green only 1 for 4 today with that home run. Good splitter. Hadn't really seen it away like that.
If you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
6th-run game, and again, we want all the runs we can get against this Astros team. Late on the slider.
Fouled off. He was late.
Slider down and in. It's not even a pitch that we really should be swinging at, but
Swing and a miss.
Torx is getting dotted. I mean, no fucking wonder he strikes out so damn much. Ever since he had some success, this is kind of what he's faced.
Yeah. And a miss. Splitter in the dirt.
Second strikeout of the game. That splitter's gross. Tigers leave a couple on base. Not good. It's stretch time in a game that feels like it has taken an entire year.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming.
The Astros with a much-needed off day. Travel day, though. Facing the White Sox and the Brewers. I don't really remember who we face next. So Kenta Maeda's day will be done. We will bring in Brennan Hanafy.
We're back in a new pitcher here.
Who has been just an anomaly for us. And I keep saying it, every time Hanafy comes out here, he will allow an earned run. But this run has just been oddly impressive for a 60-some overall pitcher. Pedro Leon has had some bad first pitch swings.
So he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur.
Could have been 2-0. Leon didn't want it. Popped up and fouled.
He stays alive.
Got a piece of that somehow. Really good pitch there for Brennan. Ground ball, Trey Sweeney. 2 away. Apparently, if you want a game to speed up, just send Brennan Hanafy out there. It is Jeremy Pena.
Pitches in there. 0-1.
And he's got to
pain in the ass that he is.
And then be able to mix up his speeds, add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
Good miss, I'd say. Out of the zone there.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
A swing and a miss against the Astros? What?
Yeah, that's a little bit high. Now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, my Lord. Ground ball. Torres on the backhand. Brennan Hanafy with a 1-2-3 inning. And a relatively quick inning. I feel like that was our quickest inning of the entire game. He might buy himself the 8th, but we shall see.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sean
Well, I'm fairly certain we've seen Sean Dubin each of the 3 games of this series. The energy would tell me yes.
Give him the cycle.
And that's way high.
So Glaber batting for the cycle. I don't remember the last time we had one in Tigers franchise. It's been a long time.
2-0.
He's been raking in recent games and
might not get the opportunity. Glaber is red hot right now. 3 for 3 yesterday, 4 for 4 today. That ain't gonna be a triple. They retired Glaber for the first time in about 48 hours.
Down the third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Now here's McKinstry. We will get more action up in the pen. We already have Gunther, who might not be a bad guy to go to, even though it is 3 righties. So let's throw Tommy Canely out there. All right, I was supposed to plunk an Astro. McKinstry. Line drive.
It's never fun going back to the dugout.
2 line drive outs here in this 8th.
But you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact,
well, finally starting to lose the magic a little bit with Tomas Nido.
In your control.
Nido at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Rough day. Really rough series for Nido, and a rough day today.
He's really late right now.
And that one down the line, that might make it a little bit better. His slow ass is going to try and round first, head for second. Throw in. Nido just barely beats it for the 2-out double. So extend this for Trey Sweeney, who has just really quietly been on a tear as of late. I mean, the 1 home run, his first of the year, that came in the first game of this series. But, I mean, just for average, Trey has been crazy good. Ooh, good change up there from Dubin. I feel that bat flip. Ground ball off of Dubin. Gonna be a really tough play. And Trey has his 3rd infield single of the game. And a 4-hit performance.
As you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain.
What is happening?
He will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Javier Baez.
We'll extend the inning for Baez. Opportunity after opportunity today. Hasn't done it.
First pitch misses. Nido.
Odd to say that a day that Baez has hit a home run is a disappointment.
And that
wow. Pitcher's umpire. 2-0 on Baez. Trying to work him inside. Hit hard. You are kidding me, Javi. 3 hard hit outs for Baez today.
Last half of the 8th coming up.
Javi Baez deserves better.
Astros 4.
Well, to the bottom of the 8th we go, 2, 3, 4. If the Astros are going to claw back here,
you know, when I was a kid, I used to.
You're looking at their best chance. Because I do believe that Brennan Hanafy is going to get an opportunity here.
Don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife
Very
had in one of the
odd
drawers, and my
foul
son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Shot
on the ground.
Chased the ball there.
Just foul. So my dad told me that he had a bunch
I'd say he's outside cautious.
And a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because
on the ground Torres. And that is the big key for success for Brennan Hanafy.
I really don't have any that are valuable.
I'm not really sure how he has forced a ton of ground balls.
Walker.
Christian Walker up next.
Christian Walker got off to a hot start in this game with a base hit. But ever since, it's been his worst game of the series. Wow.
Swings and fouls one off.
I will never understand the Astros contact.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 and 2. I really don't want to go elevated, but I'm gonna try.
That one missed.
Well, good thing we missed. 2-2.
Next offering.
3-2, as we see that Astros plate discipline appear yet again.
That's a good at bat.
Oh!
Right there. He was down early in that plate appearance.
Okay, yeah, he deserved balls 1, 2, and 3, but damn!
If you're out on the mound, you can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first.
Paredes, ground ball, could be 2. It's not going to be 2 because Sweeney took forever to get it out of his glove.
The catcher, number 17.
All we needed was just a little flip up there, and he went to actually grab the ball.
3 for 3, and he's come up with 3 doubles.
We will intentionally walk Caratini. He has been a pain in our ass today.
Any base to end the inning.
Up next for the Astros, the designated hitter, John.
So first and second with 2 outs.
Seems like a silly decision, but
next for the Astros.
Doesn't change much.
Missed.
1 ball, no strike.
First and second, 2 down.
Ground ball to Torque. That'll be 2 outstanding innings of relief for a 65 overall Brennan Hannafy.
And the Astros 4.
I think that's 8 appearances on the year, and still nobody has gotten to him. Jay Hanna lead off, 1 for 5.
Every outing matters for relievers.
Fouled away, no play.
I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Hit hard by Malloy. It's a rarity. Myers there for the first out.
And there's 1 down.
So they do bring in the left-hander here to likely deny Kerry Carpenter 4 home runs.
And first offering is fouled.
Does that mean we're not going to try? Of course not.
6'1". He features a
pretty good pitch to try and do it on there.
A curve, and he works in a sinker.
Might as well swing away. Especially because he's given us 2 straight fastballs. Not going to see a third, I would doubt.
1 down, base is empty.
Now we did.
Misses, and it's 1 and 2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball.
What a game for Carp.
That pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's
popped up on the infield.
Swing and a pop up, Dubon.
Now number 2 and now Green.
2 down.
So who's going to handle the 9th?
Tigers.
I guess it's going to be Canely. A 6-run lead. Riley Green did extend his hit streak to 11 games.
First pitch just misses.
But that's about all today for Riley. Home run back in the 3rd.
And that one fouled off.
Not sure what went wrong there. Touch behind, yeah. Tail end of good timing.
That one inside. Ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ryan King has come out of the Astros bullpen just firing in fastballs all over the place. Good sinker. 2 and 2 on Green.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance.
Bad swing to end our day at the plate. Caratini's throw down will end the top half of the 9th.
And that's that. So they go quietly there. Bottom part of
Tommy Canely.
2 up in inning number 9. Tigers 10.
Spring.
The Astros 4.
Allergy nonsense. Fucking choke it over here.
Now pushing for the
Back
Tigers.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh
Number
arm to start the
43.
bottom of the ninth. Tommy Canley.
Tommy Canley comes on to pitch the ninth. Do we trust him with a 6-run lead? I would hope so.
Trammell leading things off and takes a
It
strike.
is 7-8-9 for the Astros, so that's good news.
Misses just off the outside.
It's not good
edge. I think
news
that was a
is these
strike.
umps are still going to ump.
Comes
Whoa.
up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got
One
such
ball.
a
The
good
fuck
sinker
did he
as a
think
hitter.
he
You've
was
gotta
seeing?
Look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That just misses.
Now 2-2.
The count is even 2-2.
Swing and a miss.
Threw it in. That's a strikeout.
I'm not
Trammell,
sure if
I'm sorry, did that say he was hitless on the season?
He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief.
Showed a
That was
0 batting average there
Next
for a
to hit,
moment.
Jake Myers. Check
Slider
swing,
in
went
for strike 1. Myers wanted to rip.
Just missed. The Tigers up big in this one.
For a
for the
3-game
last half of the
sweep
ninth inning.
Of these
Heading towards the
Houston
corner.
Astros, despite how annoying
And
they've
that
been.
is a foul ball.
A little bit less today. They didn't get the umps help as much as they did in the previous 2.
1-2 here. Upstairs.
How do you take that? I will never understand how anybody could take that.
Hit in the air.
To center and
field.
Baez.
Baez in position.
For the second out.
Out. Number 2.
Safe to say, we're in good shape.
And stepping in for
Pedro
the Astros,
Leon.
Pedro Leon. In there, and it's 0-1.
Wow. Of all the pitches not to swing at first pitch, that's what Leon chose.
Outside with a breaking
Maybe a
ball.
conversation with the manager there on that one. Had some ugly first pitch swings.
They're down to
There's
their
another
final
one.
strike.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him
1-2.
for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle
Fouled
with 2 strikes.
away. Astros don't want to go
The
home.
Astros with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half.
Swing and
of
a miss.
inning number 9. Swing and a miss.
Tigers will
Struck
win
him
the
out,
game
that
and
is
the
ball
series,
game.
but man, oh man, am I happy to get out of Houston.
They feel real good about this 3-game series sweep, and they get it done.
It
on
does
the road.
wind
Talk
up
about the confidence
as
that
a
that can
sweep,
produce.
but
Tell you what, they're riding
I mean, just
high
every
right
game
now.
was just
Nice
a
win
pain.
in this game.
It's a good thing that the offense was just there for us whenever we needed them to extend this thing. Jackson Jobe picks up the win, and we hand Spencer Arrighetti his first loss of the year. Jobe, who had nearly 50 pitches through 2 innings.